Good morning to all of you students. In our last lecture we had studied about the topic combustion. Okay, so today we are going to study types of combustion, means how many types of combustion process are there. So combustion is divided into the following types. Here you can see rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion and slow combustion. Rapid means the combustion reaction in which a large amount of heat and light are released in a short interval of time. In a very short interval of time, the amount of heat and light which is produced in the reaction is very large in quantity. For example, in LPG and kerosene, students, you can see you can rapidly burn them and you can get light and heat. Now spontaneous combustion, the combustion reaction in which no external heat is required is spontaneous combustion. Example, white phosphorus burns on its own without any external heat. See students, in rapid combustion LPG and kerosene need any kind of fire or light for the combustion process, but in spontaneous combustion like white phosphorus, it does not need any kind of matchstick or light or etc. It convert itself, or you can see it itself burn itself, okay, without any external heat or light. Now what is slow combustion? The reaction in which the substance undergoes combustion at a moderate speed and a part of substance remain unburned is called slow combustion. Means in this type of combustion the burning process or the lighting process is very slow, and after this process means the slow combustion process, some remains of that product will also obtain, like wood, we obtain ash, charcoal, okay. Explosion, what is explosion? It is a type of combustion reaction in which there is a sudden release of heat, light, liberation of large amount of energy and sound is called explosion. Means when combustion process leads to production of any kind of sound, this type of combustion process is known as explosion, like bursting of firecrackers. Firecrackers means students patakhe, okay. Condition necessary for combustion means what are the condition, what are the requirements are necessary for combustion. For combustion to take place, the following condition are necessary. First is presence of a combustible substance, means the substance should be combustible. Combustion reaction is possible only if a combustible substance is available. Obviously students, we had studied there are non-combustible and combustible substance. So the combustion is only possible if the substance is combustible. We had also studied the example of combustible substance like kerosene, wood, LPG, paper, coal, etc. Now what is ignition temperature, students? So ignition temperature, the temperature at which a particular substance burn in a presence of air is called ignition temperature. It is that temperature at which a substance burn, okay, that is the ignition temperature of that substance. The combustible substance should attain his ignition temperature to undergo combustion reaction, and for this combustion process they should attain their ignition temperature, because without attaining their ignition temperature they cannot perform the process of combustion, okay. A substance cannot catch fire if its temperature is less than its ignition temperature, and if the temperature of burning them or lighting them is lower than that of ignition temperature, they are not going to be fire, okay. Supporter of combustion, who are the supporter of combustion? There should be a substance or medium to support the combustion reaction. Means the combustion reaction will only possible if the supporter substance is present in that medium. Medium means is the surrounding students where the combustion process takes place. For example, we combust LPG or kerosene in air. Okay, so air will be the medium of that combustion process. So for example, here it is giving presence of oxygen, means combustion process is only possible when oxygen is present. Now fire, every one of you know what is the meaning of fire. Fire, the Hindi name of fire means aag. When a substance burn with oxygen undergoing rapid combustion produce heat, light and smoke, this constitute a fire. Okay, obviously the fire include heat also, light also and smoke also. Okay, and if the substance burn in the presence of oxygen, okay, and it is a type of rapid combustion, okay, then only the constituent which is formed, the substance which is formed is known as fire. Fire at home. Okay, how fire at home will be possible? There are many sources which can trigger fire at home. Means how the fire will be triggered at your home. First, faulty wiring, short circuit. If there is any damage in your switchboard. Unattended cooking, means you just put your gas on and just forget to off that gas. Okay, presence of any combustible material like curtains, textile, etc. near the source of fire. And if you are placed your curtains or anything like which carry fire or heat very quickly, like rapid combustion, near the fire. Okay, burning any material carelessly like crackers, and if you burn any material, example cracker, very carelessly, that can also cause fire in your home. Unattended burning of essence sticks, candles, lamp, cigarettes, etc. And when you forget to unburn the sticks, cigarette, lamps, candle, etc., then also you can see it can cause fire in your home. Okay, fire at your home, students. Fire safety at home. How can you prevent fire at home? By following some simple measure, one can ensure fire safety at home. Matches means matchboxes. Lighters should be kept out of reach of children. We should always keep them out of reach of children, because children used to do anything. Okay, must not dry clothes over or near the fire. We should always try to not dry our clothes near the fire. Okay, because we also know that clothes carry or catches fire very quickly. Portable heaters, candles should be kept away from the furniture and curtains. Means heater and candle should be kept away from furniture and curtains. Okay, pets should be kept away from its candle and any source of fire, like dogs, cats. It should be kept away from the source of fire. Smokers should not be allowed to smoke in bed. If somebody is smoking in your home, then you should say them not to smoke at bed. Tea towels, clothes should be kept away from the cooking area and kitchen. Okay, tea towels, clothes should be kept away from the cooking area. Okay, deep frying oil should be left unattended on the stove. Okay, after frying anything, you should be just switch off the gas. Okay, otherwise it will catch the fire. People should not wear loose clothes near fire, and people always wear tight clothes when they are near fire, because if they are wearing loose clothes will catch fire. Okay, first aid in the event of fire, means there are some first aid, means what you have to do if fire catches at your home. Okay, reduce the spread of heat, pain, swelling by placing a burnt area of a victim under cold running water. If any person is got affected with fire, you can place that affected part under the running water. Okay, or emerging in cold water or pour cold water on the affected area for at least 10 minutes. And how minutes you have to do this? Up to 10 minutes. This prevents the formation of boils and absorption of excess heat, okay, because if you do like this, you can prevent the boils. What is the meaning of boils, students? The Hindi meaning of boils is chhale, okay. Gently remove any ring, watch, belt, etc. from injured area before the affected area swells. And if the affected person is wearing any kind of watch, ring, belt, etc., you just have to remove that. Do not break any blister or remove anything that is sticky to the burnt area. And if there is any substance which got stick on the burnt area of that person, you do not break, okay, or remove them. If the clothes of the victim have caught fire, the person should be rolled. See students, here with the help of diagram you can understand what they have to do if their clothes got fire. See, you have to just stop, drop yourself down and roll, okay. Now, do not apply lotion, ointments or oil to the injured area. You do not apply any type of ointments, oil to the injured part. The affected suddenly, okay. The affected person should be taken to open space to help him to breathe properly and to reduce the suffocation of smoke. And also after doing all these processes, firstly what we have to do to take that person in the open area where the oxygen concentration is very good and also the person can breathe properly. In the meanwhile, an ambulance can be called to take the victim. And if the person got very much affected at fire, then we should call ambulance. Okay. Now, what is fire extinguisher? You said all of you had seen, students, the cylinder like substance, okay, the red cylinder like substance at every mall, at every hospitals. So, what is the role of that cylinder? So, that cylinder contain, okay, some gases which is working against the property of catching fire. We are going to study here. So, uses of water, carbon dioxide, sand, woolen materials help in controlling the fire. So, these are the substances which we can use to control fire. A fire can be extinguished by cutting the supply of oxygen or by lowering the temperature below the ignition temperature. And how it can be prevented? By lowering the temperature of ignition temperature, okay. Fire extinguisher are used to extinguish fire, okay. Water can be used commonly as an extinguisher, but water should not be used to put off fire due to petrol, kerosene, etc. And if the fire is caused by petrol, kerosene, okay, you should not use water to get relief of them. Water should not be used over electrical fires. Means if there is any kind of electrical fire which is caused by short circuit or any kind of damage in switchboard, you just do not use water in that case. Carbon dioxide is generally used in a fire extinguisher. The thing which I was telling you earlierly, that the cylinder like projection you can see, the cylinder you can see at every hospital, at every malls, that contain gases, and that gas is carbon dioxide, okay, because it will decrease the concentration of oxygen, okay, which is initiating the fire, and if the level got decreases, the fire will stop burning, okay. Carbon dioxide does not support combustion. See here students, it is written carbon dioxide does not support combustion. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air, so it settles down, cutting supply of oxygen. See, it is written here why it cannot support, because it is heavier in nature and it also cut down the supply of oxygen, because oxygen is the supporter of combustion process. There is one more kind of fire extinguisher which you can see, soda acid fire extinguisher, okay. It is made up of metal can filled with a solution sodium bicarbonate and concentrated sulfuric acid, kept in a sealed glass bottle inside the container. It is made up of sodium bicarbonate, concentrated sulfuric acid, okay, and this is the fire extinguisher which is made up of soda acid, okay. This can be used at many places, okay. Here you can see how it is made. Baking soda plus sulfuric acid, it's from sodium sulfate plus water plus carbon dioxide, okay. So this is the process of making soda acid fire extinguisher. Baking soda plus sulfuric acid forms sodium sulfate plus water plus carbon dioxide, okay. The next topic is flame. So what do you understand by students flame? The burning of a substance which vaporize in air produce flame by undergoing combustion reaction, okay. So by the process of combustion reaction, when you burn something, the vaporize in air substance known as flame, okay. A flame is a reason, here you can see students, when you burn a candle, this is the flame, okay, the burning part. There is a fuel undergoes combustion reaction. The color of flame depends upon temperature, amount of oxygen available. Means what will be the color of that flame will depend upon what is the temperature in that region and also how much oxygen is present, okay. Now we are going to study the different zone found in flame, okay. So here you can see students, near the part, the burning part, the flame which is found is known as the blue zone of the flame, okay. The darker, the slightly lighter region than that of blue zone known as the dark zone, okay. And after the very bright region which is very having temperature more is known as luminous zone, okay. And the region which is slightly not so bright and so heatable in nature is known as non-luminous zone, okay. So this was the zone which is found in the flame, okay. Now what we are going to study is reducing action of carbon monoxide. What is carbon monoxide? Students, earlier we had studied when carbon combines with oxygen, and when the oxygen is present in less quantity, it forms carbon monoxide, and when the oxygen is larger in quantity, it forms carbon dioxide. So we are going to study what is the reducing action. Reducing action means the oxygen is getting away from the compound, that is known as the reducing action, okay. So they perform the function of reduction. Here you can see zinc oxide plus carbon monoxide, it forms zinc plus carbon dioxide. See, the oxygen of zinc oxide is carried by the carbon monoxide and it converts itself in carbon dioxide with zinc, okay. Now Fe2O3 means iron oxide with monoxide combines with carbon monoxide, forms iron plus 3 molecule of carbon dioxide. So here you can see from each compound, students, the carbon monoxide is removing the oxygen, means removal of oxygen is known as reduction process, addition of oxygen is known as oxidation process. So here you can see the carbon monoxide is reducing every compound, okay. Now the poisonous nature of carbon monoxide. What is the harmful nature of carbon dioxide? Means it reacts with toxic. Carbon monoxide is highly poisonous gas. How it is very poisonous? It is called silent killer gas. In the presence cannot be noticed till some harmful effects are felt. Carbon monoxide when inhaled reacts with hemoglobin present in red blood cells forming carboxyhemoglobin. When you inhale carbon monoxide instead of carbon dioxide, okay, or oxygen, it reacts with our hemoglobin and the hemoglobin gets converted into carboxyhemoglobin, okay. Affinity of carbon monoxide towards hemoglobin is greater than that of oxygen and it reacts with hemoglobin more than that of oxygen. Due to this, carbon monoxide does not allow oxygen to react with hemoglobin, and if the carbon monoxide gets react with hemoglobin, the hemoglobin does not get combined with oxygen. Availability of oxygen in blood gets reduced, and due to that the oxygen gets reduced in the blood, and the diseases like which is related to respiratory organ disorder is caused in that person. If the percentage of carbon monoxide inhaled is more in many, leads to suffocation resulting in death. And if the carbon monoxide concentration is very high, the air which we are inhaling, it will also result in death. Remedies for carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay, remedies for the carbon monoxide poisoning is the victim should be immediately brought out into the open. Okay, if the person is having carbon monoxide poisoning, what he or she should, respiration with carbogen should be given to patient. Not only you can provide them a good air quality by the artificial respiration, but also with that air the doctors or the treater use carbogen. Okay, carbogen is given to the patient by artificial respiration. Okay, people should wear gas masks that absorb carbon monoxide and oxidize it to carbon dioxide in the place of where it is high concentration. Means the people also should use a mask which absorb carbon monoxide and convert it into carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide is less harmful than that of carbon monoxide. Okay students, so the chapter of carbon and its compound is completed today. If there is any doubt regarding this chapter, you can ask me. Okay, bye.